In this room, anyway. All right, so go ahead and bring him up, Mr. Steele.
How about that? The sexiest voice you've ever heard, and the most annoying voice just left. What about it? Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just kidding. I was born with this voice. This is my natural voice. People always think I'm trying to drop it down or sound like I talk on the radio. I actually work in radio. I don't know if you guys know, radio does not pay very well anymore. It's not the 80s. So I've been trying to do other things. The only thing I've been given is this awesome-ass voice. So I've been trying to use my voice to make money in other ways. Last week I tried a new business venture. I went out and I was robbing banks. I walked in and was like, "Hey guys, what's up? My name's Steele, gonna be robbing this bank. First teller to fill this bag full of cash, you're gonna win a prize. First teller to call 911, gonna get shot." Gave away 2 prizes that day. It was a fun day. And I'm just going to save you guys this. Afterwards, you don't need to come up and tell me I've got a radio voice. I've heard that several times before. By the way, radio voice, not that much of a compliment either. There's like certain car manufacturers in the next couple years are not going to be putting radios in their cars anymore. 15, 20 years from now, you're going to be like, "Hey, did you hear that radio station?" People are going to be like, "What's that? I don't know what a radio is." So coming up to me and going, "Hey, you got a radio voice," is like going up to somebody and be like, "You got typewriter fingers." Doesn't work out. I work at a new rock station in Nashville, Tennessee. I know, I work in Nashville and I work at a rock station. But it's a new rock station, and you get people calling up every once in a while and like trying to smart ass somebody that's making barely above minimum wage. This guy called up the other day and was like, "Hey man, you guys got any Foreigner?" I'm like, "Maybe you should have called the classic rock station." He's like, "Yeah, maybe I should have." Like, you did not burn me, dude. All right, you did not burn me. You just made yourself look like an asshole. Because the thing is, like, that's the kind of guy that would walk into McDonald's and be like, "Hey, you guys got the Whopper?" Like, this should have gone to Burger King, huh? We're laughing at you. Here's the other thing. He had 5 seconds of airtime. I have 50 years of material. I'm going to keep doing this for the rest of my life. I get the last laugh. So. I used to work in the crystal meth capital of the world, Des Moines, Iowa. I know what you're thinking. No, it's not around here. It's Des Moines. There's 3 things in Iowa essential for meth production. There's anhydrous ammonia, there's fertilizer, nothing else to do. You get Iowa. I worked at a rock station, and this was not an uncommon call to get late at night. "You are receiving a collect call from inmates at Mitchellville State Prison. Will you accept the collect call from Metallica, Unforgiven?" Had to play it for him, had to. You get meth heads calling up all the time too. They'd be like, "Hey man, can you play some Pantera?" I'm like, "Yeah, I could get to it." They're like, "No, do it now." Like, you could actually hear him scratching over the phone. It was hilarious. I'm going to admit something here because we seem like a very, very intimate and somewhat judgmental crowd. Guys, I can admit this. I've got a man crush. All right. I think a lot of ladies would agree with me on this one. Matthew McConaughey. First of all, he's a cool ass dude. He's got cool ass hair. He's ripped, and he's got one of the coolest voices I've ever heard. If there was like somebody that delivered bad news, it should be Matthew McConaughey, you know what I mean? Instead of some guy, like a doctor walking out in a white robe after an unsuccessful surgery, it should be Matthew McConaughey. Like, he just walk out and be like, "Hey, here's the deal, y'all. We was working on your dad for like hours, alright? You know? We thought we had him going nice and stable, then all of a sudden just... That's right, he's no longer with us, but it'd be a lot cooler if he was." Thank you guys very much. Enjoy the rest of your night.